change.
It's a really bad name. I don't get it. He should probably just go back to Zero Wing.
I agree.
And you see the competitors taking their seats. It's going to be Cypher on your right, and of course ISS we just saw play against Aaron, Cybertron Zhang on your left. Cypher, another one like Ben, one of those players who quietly performs really well in online tournaments. Hasn't really quite broken through on the LAN level, but he's doing really well in online tournaments.
He is. Do you know how he did in the Nugget Bridge Major tournament?
Not off the top of my head, no.
No, but I do recall he did go pretty far in that tournament.
Yeah. As compared to Aaron, Cybertron Zhang, who dropped first round.
He did drop the first round.
Yeah, dropped the first round of the Nugget Bridge Major. And people think he could beat you.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He's going to have to do better than that.
We'll see in August.
Yeah.
All right, so they're going to go ahead and get themselves set up there. Of course, this is the losers bracket now, so whoever loses this best of one is out of the tournament. And no one wants to do that because $270.
That's a lot.
$135. Even
That's
the $45.
That could pay for gas, pay for
entry
dinner.
fee, $10 plus 20 for spectator. You get your money back plus 15.
Yep.
I will take that any day of the week.
Me too.
Well, I mean, you could also take trips to Hawaii and Japan. And
yeah.
I mean, I guess you could use it to bolster your trophy case a little bit.
Yeah.
Just get a couple new shelves for it. How's that looking, by the way? Do you have a?
It's very nice.
You got your nice little
all
Pikachu
three
thing up
trophies
there?
are lined up together.
Yeah. You've only won Worlds.
That's true.
How is that possible?
Well, after winning the first Worlds, I haven't really had a chance to try and win regionals or nationals again. So.
Someone's gonna have to beat you before you can win something else.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hopefully that happens because I think everyone's getting a little bit sick of Ray Rizzo. I don't think it's going to be Cybertron to do it, though.
Evan, are you kidding me? You're getting sick of me?
I get a little bit sick of you. I don't know. I'm tired of writing news posts. Ray Rizzo wins. I want some diversity. It'd be great. It'd be nice. I think it'd be great.
I don't.
And well, at least I don't get to write that Ray Rizzo wins this one because you're here with me.
That's true.
And I would much prefer this. I would so much rather just sit here, talk with you, watch some great Pokemon matches, than have to watch you win great Pokemon matches.
This has been a lot of fun watching these battles and commentating.
Yeah. I mean, we've only been on stream for these last two, but there have been so many great battles here.
Yep.
Cybertron had a great battle
against
earlier
Pukar.
against Pukar.
He
Dark
almost
Horse.
lost.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for a
So
Thunder
close.
Wave, Aaron
that
would have lost.
25% chance Thunder Wave fully para. All right. Looks like we're going, sorry, we were kind of off track, going right into the battle here. ISS, of course, on top. We just saw that team, Politoed, Breloom, Thundurus Therian, Kingdra, Rotom Wash, and Scizor. That's going up against Cypher, who is using Heatran, Abomasnow, Gastrodon, Gothitelle, Hitmontop, and Landorus Therian form. You brought Gothitelle onto the scene in 2011, and Gothitelle got so much better since then.
Yep, Gothitelle has now gotten the Shadow Tag ability, which prevents the opponent from switching. Now,
which if you've noticed in these past battles, there's some switching.
There has been some switching, and Shadow Tag preventing that, it really allows you to get the momentum and keep the momentum. They're not allowed to switch out if they're in a bad position, so it really allows a player to capitalize on that, and Cypher is the type of player who really can capitalize on that kind of opportunity.
Yeah, I love the Gothitelle pick for this team because I tried to play a Gothitelle team. It failed because I'm bad at Pokemon. But if you are good at Pokemon and you have a Gothitelle on your team, your opponent is so far behind just from team preview because he can't lead into things that can't threaten Gothitelle.
Yep. Pokemon like Hitmontop may not want to lead. Pokemon like Breloom may not want to lead.
Yeah, so right here, you're likely to see Scizor come out because it immediately threatens that Gothitelle. Or, of course, one of the heavy hitters like Kingdra.
Like Kingdra and Politoed.
Yeah, Kingdra and Politoed again. But, you know, Cypher also showing really heavy anti-rain with that Abomasnow. We are seeing all of the weather Pokemon here. This is great.
The only one we haven't seen is Ninetales.
Because we never see Sun. Even when we saw Sun, we didn't see Ninetales. It's very sad. But Abomasnow, grass ice type Pokemon that has the snow warning ability that summons hail, like Drizzle summons rain, like Tyranitar's Sandstream summons Sandstorm. So that's going to be permanent hail, which, like Sandstorm, does the percentage damage to opponents at the end of the turn, and your own Pokemon if they are not if they're not ice type Pokemon. and also makes the move Blizzard, which is something we haven't really talked about, a spread move. It hits both of the opponents instead of just a single target. It's usually at 70% accuracy, and Blizzard makes it so you can't miss.
Yep.
It's not even 100% accuracy, you can't miss.
Another advantage of having a Abomasnow to counter rain instead of Tyranitar, like Aaron had, is that those water-type moves from Kingdra and from Politoed and from Rotom are super effective against Tyranitar, whereas Abomasnow resists those moves, so it really is a very good rain counter. And we're very likely to see it in this battle.
Oh, definitely. I mean, Tyranitar gets the special defense boost, which helps, but it's nothing on the grass typing on Abomasnow.
And we're also very likely to see that Gastrodon.
Yeah, I really hope we do, because I love talking about Gastrodon, as I think most people. And there we go. ISS going to go ahead and lead with that Scizor and Breloom combo. Breloom, another one of my favorite Pokemon. I'm so excited to see it.
And Gothitelle.
That Pokestar Gothitelle, Pokestar Abomasnow. We got some celebrities in the battle arena tonight. That's great. The new Black White 2 event, the Pokestar Studios.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to try that yet, but I look forward to playing a couple movies.
So we talked a little bit about the Abomasnow and the Gothitelle already. I want to talk about Breloom, one of my favorite Pokemon that doesn't see that much play, but it really should.
It's really gotten a lot stronger since last year, acquiring the new ability Technician, which boosts the power of moves with a base power under 60. Moves like Bullet Seed or Mach Punch are going to be boosted by Technician.
And Scizor has the same ability, which lets it boost its Bullet Punch, the priority attack there. But Breloom's niche in the metagame is it has access to Spore.
Yep.
Spore is such a good move.
With the removal of Dark Void from the metagame, which was an 80% accurate sleep move, which hit both of your opponent's Pokemon, Spore is a 100% accurate sleep move, which only hits one Pokemon.
Yeah, and unlike some of the other modes of play that people are used to, in VGC play, there's no sleep clause, which means that you can put as many of your opponent's Pokemon to sleep as you please.
Yep.
And it also discourages switching.
Yep.
It forces bad situations. So we've got both of these people going with sort of like a pick comp here. Gothitelle trying to catch something out, and Breloom trying to put something to sleep that doesn't want to have to switch in and out. Abomasnow doesn't like that matchup. Weak to
and here
everything.
we go. We see a Heatran. Heatran is going to be super effective against both the Scizor and Breloom, but they are not allowed to switch because of that Gothitelle.
Yeah, and that's going to be really devastating for ISS if that Heatran gets to move. And oh my god, that Bug Bite!
HP.
That Bug Bite, 1 HP, stealing the Chesto Berry, but it gets the Trick Room off! 1 HP, it's going to die to the Hail at the end of this turn, but it did its job. It got that Trick Room off, which is one of the great strategies of doubles play.
I love Trick Room. That's one of my favorite moves.
You won 2010 with Trick Room.
Yep, and
2011.
2012.
And 2012. Every year.
Not 2011.
Did your Gothitelle had it, but it wasn't.
No, it didn't have Trick Room.
Really?
No, it had Thunder Wave.
Oh, that's right. It was just your anti-Amoonguss.
Either way, I love Trick Room, and it's one of the best strategies in the game for controlling speed.
Interestingly enough, that Breloom showing the Toxic Orb, that's going to be a bulky Poison Heal variant, not using the new Technician ability. Hitmontop, one of the most popular and common Pokemon in the metagame. And you can see why that Intimidate right there, that's going to lower both of these physical attackers' attack, and it can pressure with Fake Out, which we already talked about.
Yep. You have to imagine Scizor is going to get out of there. It can't take a Heat Wave or Eruption or any fire move from Heatran. And Breloom can't either.
If they try to protect, Hitmontop also has access to the attack Feint, which is one of the best attacks, I think, for Hitmontop. Feint is an attack that it's a priority attack, and its niche is that it breaks through Protect. So Protect, you use Protect, you think your Pokemon's protected. Hitmontop uses Feint, breaks through, and that Heatran's going to be able to kill that Pokemon.
Yep. I also wouldn't be surprised. Cypher's a very good player. I wouldn't be surprised if he shows a substitute with his Heatran, trying to take advantage of the fact that ISS won't keep either the Scizor or the Breloom in there to take a hit from the Heatran.
That's true. Substitute Heatran, one of those Pokemon that's gotten really popular and for good reasons, got some amazing resistances. You see that Breloom immediately switching out for Politoed, going to really hurt that Heatran because Drizzle, the rain summoning ability, is going to make fire attacks much less effective. Scizor's going to go ahead and protect there, and the Hitmontop's trying to go for a Fake Out. It's going to hit the Politoed. Doesn't matter. Switched in.
Yep. And there we see the substitute from Heatran.
Substitute really smart there because now Politoed will have to wait a turn before it can kill that Heatran.
Yep.
At which point Heatran can already hurt put chunks in ISS's team. So it looks to me, from my sort of amateur opinion, that Cypher has kind of an advantage here, but he's also down a Pokemon.
He is, and that Politoed is also threatening. However, Cypher does have the Abomasnow in the back, which will threaten the Politoed and cancel that Drizzle.
Yeah, and then that will also make Scizor much more vulnerable to a Heat Wave or an Eruption.
And the Breloom.
And the Breloom, yeah. Kiwi Dog, the Heatran's going to go ahead and protect that away. Just try and keep that substitute around for as long as possible. Politoed trying for it. It's going to just go ahead and blow it into the Protect. Close combat.
And no Fighting Gem.
And no Fighting Gem, yeah. You see that didn't do as much damage as we're used to because Fighting Gem is such a common item on that Hitmontop. Kind of have to wonder what that Hitmontop's running instead.
Yeah, maybe it's Wolfie set with Chesto Berry and Rest. We'll have to see.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a bulky Citrus Berry. We'll have to see.
Could be. We already saw the Chesto Berry on the Gothitelle, so it's not that
that's
one.
right.
Could be Dark Gem Sucker Punch even.
Yeah.
That was popular pretty early on in the meta. Not so much anymore, but still has its place. Here comes that Abomasnow.
Now we see the Abomasnow.
Yeah, switching out the weather. Gonna go ahead and make that a little bit more favorable for Heatran. Breloom, of course, wants absolutely nothing to do with any of these Pokemon on the field now. Just gonna go ahead and protect, get some recovery from Poison Heal as Scald breaks the substitute. Poison Heal, a great ability. Recovers, I believe, 12.5% of your health every turn. With plus the passive damage from the Hail, it's going to be recovering 6.5 every turn. And it's weird because Poison you usually think of as damaging you, but Poison Heal, Breloom, gets the heal off of it instead.
Yep, Breloom is not a Pokemon known for its defensive stats, but we'll see. It seems to be working so far, so
yeah,
we'll see how it goes the rest of the match.
I'm interested in seeing the rest of its set, because Technician you normally see Mach Punch, which would be great for this Trick Room situation.
Yep.
But I suspect since it's a Poison Heal, bulky sort of type, it's going to be running Drain Punch instead.
Yep, and that does threaten both the Abomasnow and the Heatran for when Trick Room wears off.
Yeah, he just still around after Trick Room
and
wears
he switches
off.
it out to make sure of that.
Yeah, switches in for Kingdra, which is a great switch in.
Yep.
It's going to go ahead and 4 times resist that fire attack from Heatran, should Heatran go for it. Will be neutral to anything that Abomasnow throws out. Goes ahead and tries the Giga Drain on the Politoed, but it goes to Protect, and the Heatran substitutes again. It's that Citrus Berry, so still not going to be on that Hitmontop.
Yep.
Citrus Berry, a great item for any sort of bulky Pokemon you want to stick around.
Yeah, I love Citrus Berry. That is my favorite item.
Is it really?
If it weren't for the item cause, then I would be using Citrus Berry on multiple Pokemon.
All 6 Pokemon Citrus Berry?
Yeah. I almost did that in 2011 if it was allowed.
Your battles would never end.
Yeah,
there would be nothing.
It's the best item.
Thank God we have a 20-minute timer in actual BGC play.
Yep. But both players do seem to be taking a good amount of time. Not too long, but they're also thinking about the moves, so.
Well, this is their it's potentially their last battle. Mm-hmm. And that Abomasnow going to be crucial to Cypher's plan here. Doesn't want to let it get hit at all. Heat Wave.
I'm sure he was predicting a switch there into either Scizor or Breloom. It didn't work out, but
it deals almost no damage.
Oh, we see a burn on the Kingdra.
Oh, very nice little burn chance on that Heat Wave. That's going to deal some passive damage to that Kingdra as well as the Hail. That's going to add up pretty quickly over time. Scald goes ahead and rakes the substitute. And Kingdra taking that Hail damage there, and well, soon it'll be taking to the burn, so you'll be able to see just how much it's going to be whittling down. And that's going to add up over time pretty quickly.
And if it has the item Life Orb, that will also whittle down its HP slowly.
Yeah, we still haven't.
We still don't know what its item is.
Yeah, Life Orb, of course, gives a 1.3 times boost to any attack, but at the expense of some of your HP.
10% of your HP.
Yeah, which add up the burn plus the Hail, and you'll be losing probably about a little bit over a quarter.
Yeah, 28.5%.
Yeah, a little bit over a quarter every time you attack. And even if you don't attack, you're still losing 16.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not a great situation for that Kingdra. But it will be able to get off a few attacks before that, at least.
Yeah, and with only 3 Pokemon left for Cypher, that may be enough.
Yeah. I mean, right now he's sort of has to go for sort of a stally, you know, wearing these Pokemon down. At least, whoa! And the Abomasnow gonna go ahead and back out for the Hitmontop again. Possibly hoping to catch a switch in onto a physical attacker, or just get that fake out support again.
Or just to save the Abomasnow from the Draco Meteor.
True. And Politoed gonna back out. This could be very risky for him. Sends out the Breloom. And if Cypher goes for, oh, and Kingdra using the Muddy Water. Oh!
And the Heatran avoids the Muddy Water.
Heatran avoids the Muddy Water. That's huge. Oh, here's the item. The eject button. Okay, that's a interesting choice. It's going to be able to go back to its trainer and have another switch in.
Yep.
Which of course will be the Abomasnow.
It's not an item you see commonly used, but when it is used, if played right, it can be a good item.
Yeah, and of course, the big thing there, oh, an Earth Power onto the Kingdra. It's going to deal some good damage there, plus the passives. But the Muddy Water miss on that Heatran is huge.
It is. That would have definitely KO'd the Heatran.
Yeah, and that's another case where it's sort of risk management. Kingdra, you want it to deal as much damage as possible.
Yep, so you want to pick inaccurate attacks that are going to be doing a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Like Muddy Water, like Hydro Pump, like Draco Meteor.
Yeah. Its only other options really are Scald, single target, not that great, and Surf, which hits not just your opponent's Pokemon, but also your Pokemon on the field. And you very rarely see that unless it's sort of a boosting Gastrodon team.
Yep, like a Gastrodon.
Yeah, Queehaw used it at Worlds alongside Specs Gyarados, one of the coolest teams I've ever seen.
That was a very cool team.
Yeah. So that Kingdra is still faster than everything, but I don't know, do you know the calc on Ice Shard here? On the Kingdra?
I don't, but I feel like if he does go for a Protect there, then that will be enough to KO the Kingdra after the turn.
Heatran going to go ahead and go for the Protect there. Doesn't want to hit double Protect, and just go ahead and get the passive damage on the Kingdra to finish it off.
And it looks like it should be enough to finish off the Kingdra here.
Yeah. And of course, now that Trick Room is over, Breloom threatening both of them with that Drain Punch, we're just going to heal it right back up as well. And actually, that Heatran's getting pretty dangerously low, especially with this hail damage coming in. Drain Punch might be able to go ahead and KO it and heal back up, especially with that Poison Heal adding up. And Kingdra hurt by the burn.
And it goes down.
Just enough, and down goes Kingdra. And we have now evened up, 3 for 3.
Yep.
Yeah, Cypher making some incredible plays after his early disadvantage to get us back to this even position, but
ISS is also playing very well.
Yeah. Both of these players playing like they deserve a shot back at the finals.
Yep.
Not ready to give up on that $270 prize for first.
And here is a Scissor, which will threaten the Abomasnow with a Bug Bite or even a Bullet Punch.
Yeah.
Breloom will threaten the Heatran with a Drain Punch. So.
Yeah. Normally you wouldn't want to have that Scizor or the Breloom out, but since Breloom has shown itself to be faster and capable of finishing off that Heatran, it's got to retreat, and that's not great when the Heatran has to run away from a Scizor.
Yep. But he will get the Intimidate on both the Scizor and Breloom.
Yeah, that's huge. Dropping their attack by -1. Going to make sure that they deal just a little bit less damage. Breloom, there it is, the Spore. Not taking any chances, predicting the switch there. Not going to let Hitmontop get the fake out, and just putting it to sleep, taking a little nap.
Yep, that was a good prediction.
Kind of jealous of that Hitmontop, not going to lie. It's been a very long night.
It has.
That Bug Bite on the Abomasnow. Oh, so much damage. Oh, critical hit. So much damage there. No Focus Sash, a very common item you see on Abomasnow. Oh, there it is, the Aqua Berry. I'm not so sure that I'm a big fan of the Aqua Berry because it's already 4 times.
Yep, and it is already weak to Fighting, Steel, Bug.
Yeah.
Very common types.
But Cypher making the choice there to go for the Aqua Berry instead of the Focus Sash, which would have allowed it to survive that turn.
Yeah, but he was planning on that Intimidate helping him survive, but the critical hit just
just not quite enough. Of course, critical hits ignoring any stat drops as well as doubling the damage done to the opponent. And here we have, this would normally be great. Hitmontop's out. It has Fake Out up, but it is fast asleep. Snoozeville.
And the Heatran is slower than the Breloom.
Yeah.
Not a good situation.
It's going to go ahead and use that Bullet Punch. It's going to try and make sure that that Hitmontop doesn't get a chance to do anything. Oh! Another avoid! Breloom avoiding that Heat Wave. But Scizor going to go all the way down. 4-time super effective. That's huge.
Man.
And call me crazy, but I thought that Breloom moved faster than Heatran earlier.
Yeah, that was definitely surprising.
I don't know if that was a speed tie or what's going on
Or
there.
what?
But Breloom going to go ahead and put that Heatran to sleep.
Especially because he showed Trick Room earlier in the match. You'd
Yeah,
expect
you'd
the
expect
Heatran to be slow, but
Be
it
very
wasn't.
slow. Yeah, just not quite slow enough. But still, Breloom.
Both Pokemon sleeping. It's going to be tough to come back from that.
Yeah. Hitmontop at least has a chance of waking up this turn. But Heatran not so much, especially with that Politoed out. That's going to be really bad for
And the
Heatran.
Breloom just keeps healing HP.
Yeah. I love Breloom. This is why I love bulky Breloom. I mean, the Avoid really helped it there, but it just sticks around. And people don't take it seriously as a threat. And look, see, here we go. Well, it was probably a Protect or something there, maybe. But Heatran going first there. Breloom with the Seed Bomb. Going to go ahead and take out the Hitmontop, which is
that
entirely
will be the
possible.
match.
Yeah, Scald on that Heatran. Should be more than enough. Yeah, no contest there. And ISS moves on, keeping his hopes alive, can have another shot at the finals. And Cypher having a great tournament. There is absolutely nothing wrong with going down in that match. Well played by both competitors there. Yeah, so